Hi guys, Chatty Dad 1 with you. Hope everyone's well. A great thing that I'm looking into here, and I never really thought about it, but it's perfect setup. All major league sports facilities are the new FEMA camps, or will be incorporated into FEMA camps. They have everything that is required already set up. Are troops being shipped out before the big gun grab? Well, it seems that could be a possibility. And the FEMA camps fit right in there. They order more sniper ammunition and more ammunition in general. Did stories about them ordering dynamite, other material to make bombs with, the TSA has. The NFL's role in the coming martial law. This is thousands of refugees at Houston's Reliant Stadium in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. A similar scene played out in other major sports arenas, stadiums. Now, this is something that they've learned through the whole Hurricane Katrina experience. This is what's going on today. What's the difference? This is TSA and this is NFL security. What's the difference there? Well, the difference is that these people are going to not leave the ground. They're not going flying up in the air, but they are still treated in a manner that they are. This is 2013 NFL season. Prohibited advertising categories: firearms, ammunitions, or other weapons. However, stores that sell firearms and ammunitions, outdoor stores, camping stores, will be permitted provided they sell other products, as the ads do not mention firearms, ammunitions, or other weapons. It is clearly, it's clear that the NFL, NHL, NBA, all of these sports corporations are in with the New World Order, the whole thing. They have joined in with the group, with the bunch, with these guys here. Disasters like Hurricane Sandy, the Boston bombings, anything like that could cause people to be pushed into these stadiums and, basically interned there. We've seen a major interstate just shut down a week or two ago, and hundreds of motorists at gunpoint were searched. Their vehicles were searched without a warrant, without anything, looking for a couple of bank robbers, which they could have easily tracked and followed them home and done it. But they're pushing, they're seeing how far they can go, because they're going to do their experiments, and they're going to know quite a bit of information going in. But we're going to go into these stadiums. They already have the setups for all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff that is needed for these things. Why would you build huge FEMA camps when you've got them already built? You just got to get the owners of these things on board with you. Give them a ticket on the ark, so to speak, and they are in the game. They are part of the process. Give them a good rank in the New World Order, and they're there. HSI RTs deploy in Sandy's aftermath. They deployed. They made sure people didn't have weapons. They made sure people couldn't get into their homes. They restricted people from doing a lot of things. There are still huge tent cities in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy that these people are still living there, like the homeless, because these stadiums are still being used. As long as these things are used and they're making money off them, they're not going to pull this trick. But they have the capability, the capacity of them. 74,000, 71,000, 64,000, 69,000. I mean, huge. Some of them are domed. Climate control. Many of them are located strategically by interstates, by railway. Right here, huge railroad. There's looks like 4 rail lines there. Right there by it. Right there by it. And they continue to build these huge stadiums and superdomes. Like I said, Hurricane Katrina taught them a lot of things. And they learned a lot of things from Hurricane Katrina. This is a bunch of the different stadiums and domed complexes and such. All over the world, these things are coming up. Huge, huge parking area. They're all fenced in. So they have the fence, the outer perimeter fenced in, the inner perimeter inside the eye. See that? The all-seeing eye. It's in our face. You know, it's in our face. When you got 70,000 people you can put inside here, and 70,000 people out here in tents and whatever. Put your guard shacks at the corners and towers. You can hold a lot of people. I mean, look at these. Look at this 666. But huge, huge areas capable of interning thousands and thousands of people in every major city in the United States. Personally, I believe that the domes could either be used for the higher-ups in society, and they'll treat them better, or they'll be used for a type of top security, which I don't know which would be the case. Personally, I think the ones that they've built that looks like a real military, real FEMA camp, what everybody has in their mind as a FEMA camp, I think those will be used for the most extreme. But I could be wrong. Those may be the ones that are the end of the line. They take them there before they burn the bodies and kill them. I don't know. But I do believe, and I know, that these are already chalked up to be used in the state that something bad happens. This is Hurricane Katrina. The soldiers there, we all know what happened there. They disarmed the public. The gangs roamed free with firearms, killing police as well as citizens. People just drove by this place shooting people up. People went without. People were raped. I mean, it was a horrible, horrible incident that they had here. Totally out of control. But they learned many valuable lessons through this incident. They turned this whole thing into a learning experience. One night, you've got a football game. The next, you've got an internment camp. You're housing people there. These people weren't allowed to leave. This is after it quieted down some. Soldiers just sitting around. This is some suspected looters. Some were shot on sight after Katrina. The dangerous streets. Well, these guys rode around on these things. Well, now they have the MRAPs, or I think that's what they're called, so that they're impenetrable. Impenetrable. All it takes is a few of these, and you got a bunch of people pushed inside of them. FEMA partners in exercise at Stadium Saturday. See, they've already done this. They've already partnered up with FEMA and done things. The NFL's role in the coming martial law. They're going to have a big role in it. The NFL is an extension of the TSA. And it fits right into the globalist agenda. Fits right in there. I mean, how could you be any better? Feds curtail major counter-terror exercise in Washington. Scaled-down drill followed new Al-Qaeda threat to conduct car bombings in D.C. and Virginia. Huh. Interesting. See? These people going right on in, one-on-one. All these people. The conditions of your re-education camp confinement. You have been targeted for internment and resettlement. See, you might not get one looking like this. Supreme Court will authorize FEMA internment camps again. All major league sports facilities are the new FEMA camps, along with the other ones. The PGA gets into the Martial Law Act too. And the PGA does. Unbelievably. Check this out. Yeah, look at this. Okay, that's golf. AT&T Pro AM increased security, new features for fans. I mean, unbelievable, the stuff that is going on. And Americans aren't saying a bit about it. I mean, we're going right along with the program here they got set up for us. It's ridiculous. Here's your some of your stuff. You're allowed to have this kind of bags with you. Look at that. A 6 by 6 by 6 inch little handbag. Clear bag smaller than 12 by 6 by 12. 1 gallon plastic freezer bags, or a medically necessary and diaper bag. Non-approved bags? Well, your backpack, your camera bag, your mesh bag, your purse, you know, basically anything. Seat cushion, clear backpack, tinted plastic bags, oversized tote bags, binocular case, a chair carrying case, and a material or a printed purse. I mean, you gotta give me a break here. Give me a friggin' break. NFL has become the new gun confiscation lobby. Yeah, they sure have. They have gotten on board with it, and they have absolutely done their part and continue to do their part in the fight in taking our Second Amendment rights away. So continue to support those NFL teams. Continue to support those New World Order agents, because they're using your money to do it. On September 23, 2011, children without warning were abducted from Denver schools by Fema and taken to the Colorado Sports Authority football stadium. At my son's middle school, we cannot even have my son's aunt pick him up unless she is registered. Unless his aunt is registered with the school and shows identification. Yet FEMA can literally abduct children from their schools without parental permission or notification. It's outrageous. Usually there's several parental forms to complete if a child goes on a field trip even. Here, check this out. Look at this. Families, woman, child, man, or 2 parents and a child, female. They want, this is one of the signs outside of Arrowhead Stadium, home of the Kansas City NFL team, Kansas City Chiefs. Notice the segregation of single females. Can you think of a legitimate reason why stadium authorities would segregate females? Single ones? I can't. Not a good one. I mean, this is just insane. And I'll put a bunch of links to all these articles below. It's kind of a nuisance, but I do understand the rule. It's a whole new world, and you've got to follow the rules and regulations to be safe. Well, you know what Benjamin Franklin says? If you're going to give up your freedom for security, you deserve neither. Here's a more of an open stadium that they're kind of using as a shelter. But they've used stadiums as shelters before Look at some of the movies that has been, Red Dawn, some of the other ones. They've used them as internment camps. Remember the movie, what was it? The Siege. Yeah, The Siege, where the whole city was under siege from terrorist attacks. They turned the stadium there into an internment camp and interned all the Middle Eastern guys. Anybody with an Islamic descent, put them in there. I found this picture and I thought it was quite interesting because it's the North Korean leader on a pale horse. I just thought I'd throw that in. But yeah, these stadiums sure would be nice to go into, huh? They sure would be much better than all the other stuff. They're set up with the ability to bring them in, to stamp everyone. They are set up with medical facilities. They're set up with underground workings, shall I say, plumbing, backup electrical systems, weather protection on the domed ones, climate control. The domed ones, they could actually get people in there, and the president could say, we've had an attack, we've got a dirty bomb has been set off, and we need everybody to go to these domed stadiums because they can filter out this stuff and they can protect you. Well, people will be going there by the droves. I'm going to tell you what, by the droves. I just thought this was interesting. A 3 and a 3 there, or else the spear of Triton and the one eye. Also the pyramid. A lot of different things you can see on this. But yeah, that's the NHL. And they're all involved with it. The NBA, NHL, the whole 9 yards. This is something that I come across that I just that I would throw in there as a bonus. Don't know if you can read it, but I thought it was very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Department of the Treasury, Washington, D.C., November 24th, 1997. It's a memorandum for Deputy Secretary Summers. These guys are part of the deal. After the Confederate States of America was defeated in the Civil War, soldiers were made to give an oath swearing allegiance to the Union. To the Union. Not the country, the Union of the United States. What is a union? They knew exactly what they were getting into. They knew that it had been incorporated. all these corporations feed off of us just like mosquitoes. And then they create things like this to spy on us, to do other things. This is a picture of the one they had, the Olympics one. You can see the pyramid looking things. It looks like a snake going through there. I thought that was very interesting. But huge complexes. The day we fight back. I mean, it wouldn't take much. A couple false flags, and you've got people going in there. Welcome to Sarajevo, USA. It could be any town. It could be any state that it starts off in. It could have already started. In 2009, it was declared a state of an emergency because of the H1N1 2009 strain virus. Well, that virus has come back, and it's spread itself out into many different viruses. There's a lot of things that's coming, guys, and we've got to be ready. You see this here? City of Omaha, Nebraska, incorporated February 2nd, 1857. See, they all knew what was going on. They knew what was going on. They knew they was incorporating. I'll keep my guns, you keep the change, fellas. And remember things like Ruby Ridge. You know, look it up. Look up Ruby Ridge. Find out what happened. Look what happened there. And Waco. You know, look what happened there. The kids were running out of there, and they were being shot and had to run back into the burning building. Well, some of them kids survived to tell what really went down. And some of them were locked away into mental institutions and hospitals. Some of them have been silenced since then. Most of them's story is dismissed right away. But there should be nothing wrong with every citizen owning one of these. I don't care what for. We should own one. Because our enemies own something similar. Every American should own one of these. Or something similar. Some kind of protection, I believe. Because our enemies have them. And we must protect ourselves. You could just go and get a dragon skin, bulletproof jacket, flak jacket and vest, and you know, let them shoot you, and maybe defend yourself that way. But you could also die. That's not a sure way of survival. Combine the two, and you're going to walk away. Even if Americans want to possess this, as far as I'm concerned, there's not much practical use for it, except for having fun and wasting some money on ammunition. But if that's their choice, then they should be allowed to do it, as long as they're safe and responsible. We've got, as far as I can see, another guy frickin' Fort Hood shooting people up again. Homeland Security, they're going to get on here and put this on this orange. They're going to call a state of martial law, and then pretty soon people are going to be going into these huge domed facilities, and they will realize that they are now in a FEMA camp. This is transforming a Superdome into a FEMA camp. This is things that they could do. Remove seats on each side of the domes. Rebuild press rooms, VIP boxes into meeting rooms. Use team locker rooms located underground as confinement, questioning, torture, etc. Huge parking area with fence there used for incoming people before being processed into Superdome complexes. Mobile guards towers like seen at the ones in Walmart and other places put up and around the parking area inside and outside the fences. DHS has been working with the NFL, NBA, etc. owners of stadiums for several years, bringing screening processes for entrance to government standards and to TSA standards. If you all have been to a game in here recently, then you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. Locations close to major interstates as well as train rail cars lines. This is not the case for all of them, but it is the case for many of them. And they're also located somewhat close to an airport. Preset for natural disaster, severe weather disaster shelters. They're pre-set up destinations. I mean, everybody knows that's where you go. Cots, beds set up where seats were taken out. Food, eating set up at the ends of each field. High-tech cameras, monitoring, surveillance in place. They've got it all there. Backup power units available. Easily policed by TSA, FEMA, DHS, police, etc. Whatever, security, whoever. Facilities have already taken part in training ops, drills, etc. Comm systems in place as well. They have the jumbotrons, they can feed people, whatever. Set up to be changed out within 24 hours. They can convert these things within 24 to 48 hours. They can convert it into a full-on FEMA camp where you go in but you don't come out unless they say so. Domes have capabilities to control climates in domes. Outside stadiums used for less threat, homegrown terrorists. People are going to go to these centers willingly without any problems at first. Media will feed more public relations stories when people are inside. They'll be able to be controlled more easily in the domes and stadiums. Movies and shows on TVs have shown this to be the case as well. Movies like Contagion, The Siege, Red Dawn, the old and the new one, and many other movies. Other facilities are set up in to control thousands entering and exiting. They're already set up for that. They're set up to feed these people, these 60 or 70,000. They're set up to bathroom them, provide, bathrooms for them, showers, everything. Exiting Federation Union will re-educate, reform the public. FEMA camps hidden in plain sight by Chatty Dad 1. I hope everyone's well, having a good day, and this is what they want for most of us. Absolutely what they want. But I hope you're all well, and hope you've enjoyed what I've got to offer here. and seriously think about this stuff. Go check out some of these links that I'm going to lay down here for you and really think about it. This makes more sense than anything else that I've seen about a FEMA camp. Just a matter of when. We all know that it could happen very easily. It's just a matter of when. Never give up your guns, never surrender. Our Second Amendment right is the only thing we have standing between us and total tyranny. This is Chatty Dad 1. God bless, good luck to us all. Over and out.